Hi YouTube. So today we're going to be talking about this. This is a capacitor, and there's a negative, and then there's a positive on the capacitor. And we're going to hook it up to an LED, and I'm going to explain how this works. So this capacitor, what it does is when electrons flow up the wire, there's charges that are actually placed on the plates inside of the capacitor. And when you're using direct current, the charges build up on the plates, and then it goes, well, basically direct current, electrons build up on the plates, and then they can't discharge until you put it in a parallel circuit. When you have alternating current, the positive and the negative switch every few seconds on the capacitor. So if this were a positive, it would switch to a negative. If this were a negative, this would switch to a positive. So it would go positive, negative, negative, positive, positive, negative, negative, positive, positive, negative, negative, positive, depending on your alternating current. The faster the alternating current, the less capacitive reactance, the less resistance to the frequency. So I don't know if you know anything about frequency. Frequency is how many times a voltage passes through a circuit every second. So like 60 hertz would mean that the voltage is moving back and forth 60 times a second. So like if this were my finger and it were an electron, it would go back and forth 60 times a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, you see what I'm saying. So anyway, I'm going to hook this up to an LED. And there's also an anode and a cathode on the LED. The longer wire is always the anode. So this is the anode and this is a cathode. The longer wire in electronics is always the anode. Well, almost always. So, okay, so the battery pack, as you can see, the red wire has the excess amount of electrons, and the black wire is missing electrons. So the electrons always want to travel from the red wire to the black wire, because the black wire is missing electrons, and the red wire has excess electrons. It has too many. So I'm going to charge the capacitor. This is just a simple tutorial for people that don't know anything about electronics. I never had anybody to teach me electronics, so this is just for those people that want to learn how to do electronics and don't know how. So I'm charging it. Okay, capacitor is charged. I'm going to hook it up to my LED. As you can see, the LED flashed, so it shows that the capacitor holds charges. It remembers things. And later on it'll shoot out a whole bunch of electrons. So this capacitor can be used in a lot of different things. Remember, the most complex circuits are built from the simplest things. Just like an LED and a capacitor and a resistor. The most complex circuits are built from the simplest circuits. Whoops. So these are resistors. I'll show you how to use resistors too. In fact, I'll show you how to do everything in electronics. I'm an electronic guru, and I can do a lot of things with electronics. So if you like my videos and subscribe, I'll post detailed, simple explanations on electronics, and you can understand it. I never had anybody to teach me electronics. I taught myself, and I have a very simple explanation for electronics. Uh, I don't make things complicated. I want you to understand it. So anyway, if you like my videos and subscribe, I'll post more videos. I, a lot of books, they try and make it complicated, and I don't like that. I try and make it simple. Just want you to understand it. Uh, so, alright, YouTube, have a good day.